What's going on, young world? This is your boy Dwayne Mike, and we're here today on another phenomenal episode of The Conversation. Today I have three phenomenal guests. My man Nino Robinson is back by popular demand. Everybody loves you on the show. Thank you so much. From North Carolina A&T, we got the college student in here. We have my man Malcolm Nilson from Wise High School. We got you in the building today. He's a senior. His goals is to be a DJ, a music producer, and do a whole bunch of other things. And then we have my man Aaron Dutton. Straight from the West Coast. I'm gonna keep saying that since you've been to the West Coast for the past year. So straight from the West Coast back to PG. He's his again. You know, he wants to be a rapper artist. So I'm thanking for you guys having me today. So thank you so much. So you guys, this is gonna be a very touchy topic today. We had a crazy year. A lot of national news came, and that's how I came to this topic. You know, obviously in the state of Florida, we had some very trying cases happen. Trayvon Martin, which was very crazy. So I want to ask you guys, how do you guys feel about the justice system? How do you guys feel about police officers? Do you feel safe around police officers? Do they make you feel comfortable? When you see a police officer riding, you know, and he has his lights on or not having his lights on, do you feel like, man, I feel safe right now when I'm driving? I got a police officer right next to me. How do you guys feel? Nino said no.
I don't think anybody right now feels like that, and that's a shame. Honestly, that's a shame, because I know it's probably from personal experiences. Because I know I got stopped before. Okay. Like, just police officer just stopped my car. He was just talking to me. I guess it wasn't really no problem. I didn't get no ticket or nothing. And then he was like, "Are those weed crumbs in your car?"
Oh man.
I was like, I don't even smoke. Like, what are you talking about? That's just dust. He said, "Okay, have a nice day." And I was like, all right, see, this I know where this is going.
That's not my problem.
I'm sure there's a warning that you guys are supposed to give.
Are you going to sign?
I told you, I never designed. Is there a reason for this
He's
guy?
not talking to you. I am. Are you going to sign?
I never said I wasn't going to sign, officer.
Yes or no? Now I have an attitude. Are you going to sign? Thank you.
Waiting for you to
sign
answer.
right here by the X. Turn it long way so you can see it. Turn it long way. It's vertical so you can see it.
I can see it just fine.
So I don't feel safe around any police.
You don't feel safe around the cops? They just don't
Not really. No.
Malcolm, what's up? Look like you got something to say, man.
Yo, to be honest, being around cops, I want to say I do feel safe, but then again, I don't, because there's much stuff that's going on. You got police speeding. Just today, I was driving around, just coming back home. Speed limit was about like 35. Camera over there, cop doing like, look like he about to do 50 and like a 30-mile zone. And the same thing happened over when I was going out of North Carolina.
So you feel like it's double standards? You feel as though cops can do certain stuff that
it's like they're supposed to enforce the laws, but then why are they breaking the laws? Because if you notice, if you drive around anywhere, Maryland, DC, you see cops driving around, and the next thing you know, they're trying to go somewhere, they throw their sirens on for no reason, then they turn them off out of the cut.
Okay.
It happens all over the place.
I believe that they should be upheld to the same traffic laws that everybody else is.
Check out this unmarked APD cruiser. The driver puts on the brakes in the middle of the intersection, then throws on the flashing lights to get through it, only to turn them off moments later.
Yeah, but you know, there's a great saying that you may not like cops, but they're always there on your worst day. Yeah. Always there on your worst day. The worst possible day that you're having, the police is always there. Go ahead, Mr. Dutton. Go ahead, jump into it.
I feel like sometimes it involves the environment too. Like you could be in a mall and walking, and if I see security in the mall, police officer in the mall, I'm gonna feel safe. But if I'm like walking by myself, or like if I'm in the hood, quote unquote, and it's the officer or patrol car, I'm gonna feel a certain way because I feel like I'm gonna be targeted in a way.
Now, okay, so let me ask you this: Are you guys prejudging them off the break?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So based off of history, you are already prejudging almost every single officer that you
Based
see.
off of history and personal experience, it's not right. But I mean, hey, I didn't have a good experience yet.
You didn't have a good experience with it.
No.
Okay. I mean, and then we had another case down in Florida where a group of African Americans pulled up to a gas station. A older white gentleman is in the car.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like the volume that the music is on. He shoots in the car.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And he
now.
kills
Yeah.
one of the people.
We're back with a disturbing story from Jacksonville, Florida. A 45-year-old Florida man has been charged with murder in the death of a 17-year-old Jordan Davis. According to police, Michael Dunn pulled up to a convenience store last Friday and told a group of teenagers in an SUV to turn down their music. Police say an argument broke out. Dunn pulled a gun and fired 8 or 9 shots. The young man, Jordan Davis, was in the back seat of the car and died after being shot twice. Police say Dunn then drove away from the scene. He was arrested the next morning, so the legal process is taking its course.
That trial wasn't on for at least about a month or two, I think.
It concluded when I was at school. I
Yeah.
believe. We saw it on TV.
Same county, same, pretty much it's the same environment. Attorney General was the same, and that person got off. So I mean, I can understand that when we see cases like that, because I'll be honest with everybody, man, the like Trayvon Martin case, I mean, that was hurtful. I was actually in Baltimore at my line brother's house, and we were watching that whole case unfold as it happened, and I was just shocked by it.
Yeah.
I'll speak very, very openly. For a long time, I was very nervous around cops too. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna act brand new and act different about anything. You know what I mean? Listen, we used to go to parties growing up. We'd go anywhere, and you're right. I get nervous when I'm hearing a rap song and someone puts a siren in the song. I get to ducking all over. I'm real fast, man. Turn my music down immediately. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all music, do not put cop sirens in no music, man. You got me all focused. I'm all messed up, man.
You seen the Vines too. Like, you seen the Vines, you got somebody playing around, and then you think that the siren is in tune with the song. You look behind, I'm like, oh, man, cop, come pulling out. Let me turn this down and pull over real quick.
Right. Yeah. You know what, you guys? I can't disagree with how anyone feels today. I can't. But I do, and I have to have enough hope and believe that the justice is always for the best. And granted, I know that's so hard for us to sit up here and say, and for us to believe it, but I really believe that they're doing the absolute best. I think that, number one, we prejudge a lot of situations, like we said. If a cop pulls us over already, we just uncomfortable.
There was no one investigating anything. I can talk to you like this. My hands are on the wheel. I'm not a threat. I don't feel safe rolling down my window. You guys have a history of violence.
To be honest with you guys, I got pulled over yesterday. I did. I got pulled over yesterday right around the corner from my own house. And I was so upset because I swear the cop lives in my own building.
You thought you was your friend.
I'm like, yo, you serious about to give me a ticket right now? But you know what? He gave me a warning, and I was so happy. So he said that I had rolled through the top, you know what I'm saying? Like, I rolled through this stop sign. He said, listen, this could be 1 point and a fine and everything. I'm like, man, like, come on, yo. Like, I know you're not bothering me right now, because I'm cooling, I'm relaxing. It's like 1 o'clock. I was headed to the bank, and I get pulled over, and I got to just tell him my whole story. I said, man, I am Mr. Sugarcook Dream, Mr. Dwayne. I'm out here for the youth. I'm not trying to do anything bad whatsoever. So I completely understand, that on on like so many times. So does anybody feel good about the cops? Does anybody have a good story of when they saved you or they were there for something good? Yeah. Tell me something good.
I was in my stepfather was a police officer in DC.
Okay.
So growing up, I was with him all the time. So we went to Boys and Girls Clubs out there. And one time, I think it was in fourth grade, and I was going through a horrible time as a child. I was doing bad kid stuff.
That was your wilding out stage.
Yeah,
okay.
I would do it just because. So they had a program at Boys and Girls Club number 6, and they took youth. It was like Scared Straight.
Okay.
They took them to jail. They took us to the Maryland jail, and I learned a lot from that experience.
Your mom says you whoop her ass. Who does that? Who does that? She's tougher than she looks.
Tell your mama you sorry you don't put your hands on the woman that birthed you, get you up every morning, put food in your mouth. Do you know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is for her to get up every morning and you gonna put your hand on the queen? You don't put your hand on that woman. That woman. Put your hand on me. Well, you better make your mama feel like you sorry, boy.
I'm sorry.
And then so I changed for like a good 2 months, and then I went back to my old stage. But now, older, looking back on it, I was glad that I saw it.
You know what? At the end of the day, I have to say this, man. They're all regular people. You know, they are us. Now, I know because I felt this before that it seems like, you know, some of the cops, they just, you know, they must have got bullied when they grew up, and now they got the badge, and they just going way too hard all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, come on. But I have to believe, yo, they're all people. They got families just like us. They got better things to do, man. They really out here for the safety. You know what I mean? So, like, we got to give them just a chance. So, you guys, we're going to come back in a second. I'm going to give my final thought, and we're going to showcase some more talent. I got some hot pieces up here, man. I can't wait to hear someone spit. It's going to be crazy. You never know. I may jump into the whole cipher. It's about to get real crazy. Okay? It's your boy, Dwayne Michael. Just wait a second. We'll have my final thought. What's going on, young world? As you guys just saw, we had a great conversation about the justice system, police, and how we feel about them. I really understand where everybody was coming, honestly, because we've seen a lot of national cases that have made us feel a little bit different about, you know, police officers and the whole justice system. Is it for us as people? Not a race, but just as people all the way around. So here's my final thought. My final thought is let's not always prejudge them. There's some great officers out here, some phenomenal officers out here who are always going to try to be there for you during your worst day. Give them a chance. And that's what I'm really going to say. Just give them a chance to prove that they are really good people, because they're putting their life on the line a lot of times. And remember, they have families, they have loved ones, they have people that they want to go to home to as well. So give them an opportunity. This your boy, Dwayne Michael. We had a great time. Now listen to this showcase. I'll talk to you later. What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Dwayne Michael. We're here on The Conversation. It's time for our new segment of the whole show, where we showcase some talent. So I got my man right here, Nino. Kick it.
Jack City's Third Eye Youth. Yo. I'd rather spit facts on wax than spit something for you and your clique to start a mosh pit. I concentrate on my bars, flaunt my camp. Whoa, no Auschwitz, wait. I flow cautious, walk past these frauds before they even wake. See, I'll bench the way to my state with one hand, recorded on GarageBand with a mic taped to a broken mic stand. Know how it feels? To have the skills without the funds or the deal. It's all fun till you graduate, then you await your meal. If I'm working check to check, I'll overdose on Percocets, appearing the dreams of my team to direct them to what is real. All these people trying to rap's like a slap in my face. I'll track your estate. See, now it's really a rap, but in your place. I guess y'all okay with being a mistake, and I pray you get a mind of your own, but instead you hate. Okay. And see, that's a fact if I ever knew one. People's hating because when it came to tracks, we never do one. I'm not worried about these other MCs. If I can call you that, you falling flat, back to making go-go for them teens. I'm a renegade. Never been afraid to say what's on my mind. I do it all the time with rhyming. When I'm getting paid, all of my people getting paid. And that's real rap. Let me repeat that. When I'm getting paid, all of my people's getting paid. Until them bullets spray, chicken squeeze them sinners who plead. The Bill of Rights in every fight that had the nerve to extradite God's creation. When you only demand by affiliation, I'm trying to be that Zychus of the thousands. Like bison and herds. Telling my writings on the mountain and urge. Don't spit on the curve. Anybody with a mic can get hurt. That's not despite me. Because he light skinned with a bush don't mean he's like me. Just cause somebody got buzzed don't mean he's strife free. And life's a beat, please. At least she enlightens me more than half the people on this earth ever could. Understood microeconomics. Documents that hood. Modern enlightenment, your wrongs and oxymorons. See, you're wrong. Better luck finding and dust some boron. In layman's terms, ain't concerned. Learn my settlement. For all you know is trap, just stay in your element.
Woo. Woo. My man Nino just killed it. That's The Conversation. We keep doing it big. I'm gonna see y'all next week. It's The Conversation, boy, Dwayne Michael.